Right now, the federal government is taking Connecticut to court.
Meanwhile, the DOJ has filed a lawsuit against several leaders and a city here in Connecticut saying certain policies block federal immigration enforcement. Your reporter Anna Stansfield live outside New Haven City Hall for us this morning. Anna, good morning. What are some of the issues at hand here?
Well, good morning. The DOJ argues that several policies here in our state, including right here in the Elm City, infringe on the ability for ICE agents to do their job properly. They say that's why they're filing this lawsuit against several leaders here in our state, and those leaders this morning are pushing back. The lawsuit names the governor, the attorney general, and the city of New Haven and its mayor, and it targets two policies. The first, the Trust Act, which prevents local and state law enforcement officers from carrying out federal immigration enforcement activities. Secondly, it targets New Haven's welcoming city order that bans workers from helping ICE unless an agent has a warrant. The DOJ says that interferes with federal immigration enforcement, but the city's mayor, Justin Elliker, says the policy is legal and has existed for years to make people feel safe.
In the city, we don't ask their immigration status because that is not our job. That is the federal government's job.
Mayor Elliker also tells Channel 3 that he feels like this lawsuit is untruthful and misleading. He says he's going to fight this with all he has. Now, it is important to note that Connecticut also isn't alone here. The DOJ has filed similar lawsuits against major cities like Los Angeles, New York City, and Boston. I'm your reporter live in New Haven, Anna Stansfield, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.